Let's say you want to buy a commercial property, some shops with some restaurants in it, or some coffee shops, or industrial, whatever it is, for $2 million. How do I get there? Let's dive right in. Let's say your end goal is you're really keen to buy some commercial property. You want to get those commercial rents. A lot of people like commercial because they got long leases, sometimes up to 20-year leases that a tenant can sign for, and every year the rent just goes up automatically. It's a really good property when you retire. You don't have to think about it, just keep paying your rent. But how do you get it? How do you buy a property for $2 million? Well, commercial property, the lending is a lot more stricter than a residential. Traditionally, they want about 30% deposit. Now, 30% deposit on $2 million is 600 grand. Now, fees on $1 million is probably 100 grand. How do I get $700,000 to buy a $2 million commercial property? Well, this is a strategy I myself have done and have helped hundreds of customers do in the past decade. Keep watching. I bought houses in, for example, suburbs like Coorparoo, and not just me, my customers as well. I was paying 650 grand for houses back then. I couldn't go straight to commercial, or nor could my clients. We had to build that equity. How do I get from my first house to my end goal of a $2 million commercial property? If you've got time up your sleeve, you can wait for the property to appreciate, which traditionally over time it does appreciate in this country. So if I buy a house worth 650, at the point that it becomes worth $1.2 million, I now have all this equity. Now, what can I do with a $1.2 million property? Well, remember, you can't go up to 100%. You can go up to 80%. 80% of $1.2 million is $960,000. Now, 80% of 650 is 520. So 80% of the new value, 80% of the old value means the equity you've built from the value of the property going up is 440 grand. Now, that's not exactly how much I need, because remember, to buy my commercial, I need 30% of 2 million, which is $600,000. And of course I need to fund all the fees, and the fees are 100 grand. I need $700,000. So maybe one residential property isn't enough. What did I do? What did my customers do? We bought a few residential properties, but I really knew that I didn't want to retire with these houses. I'm just using them as a vehicle of growth to use that equity to buy my commercial, and eventually I'll flick my residential properties. I ended up buying more properties. And as you can see, the more properties you have, the more growth I had, and I could use that equity to buy more commercial properties. This is a strategy I did. This is not suitable for everyone. Of course, you need to have the borrowing capacity to keep doing this. But I think in life, if you know where you want to end up and where you are, you got to work out and speak to professionals who have done it before. Don't listen to people who haven't achieved nothing giving you advice. Listen to people who've done it themselves. Speak to accountants, speak to planners, speak to real estate agents, speak to brokers. Think about where you want to end up with and how do I get there. Guys, I want to be really clear. This is by all means not advice to you specifically. This is just what I did to help me buy my first commercial property, and I hope you learned something from it. All right, Mad Family, if you like this video and you like the content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're really trying to build our community online here and help more people around this country. Thank you, and you have a mad day.